What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here, and we are going to see how well the scoring goes here at Augusta. The afternoon group is right here for Thursday. Here's Thursday's morning group right here, okay? All right. Afternoon group gets penalized one shot, okay? Just because they're the afternoon group. Tomorrow, the next day, these guys will be the afternoon group, and they'll get penalized one shot just for harder conditions. All right. Mark Leishman. Let me show you the scoring on here, okay? 2 and 3 will be 6 under. If you're able to roll a 40, you'll get 7 under. That'll be the morning scores right there, okay? Not too many even pars. So, we're going to be a lot of over and under par, okay? So, that's what we're going to do. And we'll just do round 1 right here first. We'll try to do the morning group. 8 and a 6 is 14. That's even par for Leishman. Webb Simpson now. Morning group. Let's see what he can do. No penalty strokes here. 9 and a 4 is 13. That'll be a -1. Webb Simpson. Brandt Snedeker. Try to get on the leaderboard. A 20 and an 11. 20 and an 11 is 31. 5 under par for Brandt Snedeker. Brandt Snedeker, 5 under par. How about that? Patrick Reed. At 8 and 18 is 26. 3 over for Patrick Reed. +3. Jason Day coming back from injury. 20 and 14, 34. +5. +5. Jason Day. Not good. Adam Hadwin. 20 and a 5, 25. That's a +3 for Adam. And these are the guys that made the cut. How about that? +3. And this is just day 1. Everybody that did not make a cut's already been put away. Xander Schauffele. H-A-U-E-L-E. Schauffele. 3 and a 16, 20, 19. That's even par. Xander Schauffele. All right. Shane Lowry. 8 and a 2 is 10. -2. -2. Shane Lowry. Sunjay M. Okay. Only 25 in the morning group, guys. 18 and 17, 35 +5. Oh, wow. Could have been real good. Sunjay M +5. Zach Johnson, 7 and 19, 26 +3. Zach Johnson. This course is playing difficult, very difficult right now. Brooks Koepka, #1 player in the world, needs a good opening round. 20 and a 1, 21 +1. Matt Kuchar. 5 and 1, 6. -4. Matt Kuchar. 1 shot behind Brandt Snedeker now. Patrick Cantlay. All these guys are like the top 50 in the world virtually. Maybe not all of them, but most of these golfers are big time. Cantlay. 12 and 1931. -5. Cantlay. And he's tied for the lead. Ryan Palmer. Let's see what he can do. 15 and 2, 17. Even par. Even par, Ryan Palmer. Erik van Rooyen. Let's see what he does. 17 and 6, 23, plus 2 for Van Rooyen. Rory McIlroy. Probably would be my pick to win this thing. So let's see what he's going to do as far as trying to get out in front. 4 and 2, 6. How about a -4? So he's getting himself on the leaderboard, trying to win this tournament for the first time ever. Jon Rahm was trying to become a #1 player this week. That kind of fell through the cracks. Let's see what Jon Rahm, 12 and 19, 31. -5, though. -5, Jon Rahm. Bryson DeChambeau. Now. These tough greens will happen. 34 plus 5 for Bryson. 34 plus 5. Kevin Kisner. Just don't know what to expect with him either. He's a very good golfer, though. Very good golfer. 16, 11, 27 plus 4. Danny Willett, a former champion here. Danny Willett was going through a lot of heartache and stuff with his brother running his mouth the week he won the Masters. See what he can do now. 12 and the 6, 18. That's even par, so nothing wrong with that. Even par is fine. You still got a lot, 54 holes left. Adam Scott. Not too many more in the morning group. 16 and 19, 35 plus 5. Adam Scott. Justin Rose. See what he can do. A 7 on a 6, 13, -1, Justin Rose. Matthew Wolff. Will be. What's up, Alan? Hadn't had the time to watch any of the wire. Oh, Mr. Wallace. Oh, run all 10 of them. We've got a champion already. How about that? I've run all 10 races. Matthew Wolff. 5 and 9's 14, even par. First round here of the Masters. Terrell Hatton now. Very good golfer. Let's see what he's going to do. 4 and 14's 18. That's even par. I'll tell you what's going to happen here in just a second. Matt Wallace right here. How about Matt Wallace? Is that your brother? How about that? Matt Wallace, the last of the morning group. 16 and 13, 29 plus 5. Matt Wallace. And that will do it for the morning group. Okay? Now, I told everybody at the beginning that at the evening group now, guess what they get? They get penalized 1 stroke just because they're going to be playing a little bit faster greens. But tomorrow, these guys, the Friday group, they'll be the evening group. They'll get penalized 1 shot. This is what I'm going by right here with 2 20-sided die. If you can roll a 40, it's 7 under par, 65. Which in Augusta, that's very, very difficult. You don't hear of many, 7 unders. And we're making the course really tough this year. So we don't want anybody winning at 20 under. And I don't think it's going to happen. Gary Woodland, the evening group now. The afternoon group comes out here on Thursday. Don't forget, remind me now, they get penalized 1 shot. 20 and 2 is 22, plus 1 becomes plus 2. All right. Cameron Champ is still a lot of good golfers that we haven't seen yet. Cameron Champ, 1 and 16 is 17, and even par becomes plus 1. Nate Lashley, Only 24 in the morning, 25 in the evening. All these guys have made the cut. We've got some great golfers that didn't make a cut. Bubba Watson missed the cut. Phil Mickelson missed the cut. So we're going to see, we're going to see 2 and 8, 10. 2 under. He only gets 1 under. So Nate Lashley, not a bad first round. Let's see. Abraham Answer. Abraham Answer. Let's see what he can do. 9 and 16, 25. It's +3. Ooh, +4 for Abraham. But all these guys make the cut, so it's going to be very, very tough to have to come back from a lot of shots. Ricky Fowler is next. Ricky Fowler, 14 and 6 is 20. Even par, he'll be +1. So the afternoon groups, all of them are shooting over par but 1. How about that? Ian Poulter. Ian Poulter. Let's see what he's going to do. He made the cut. 2 and 4, 6, -4, -3. Ian Poulter. How about that? Very nice afternoon round. Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson now. Let's see what he'll do. 7 and 4 is 11, -2. He shoots -1. Nothing wrong with that. That's very nice. Sung Kang. Sung Kang. Kang is going to shoot now. Let's see, a 4 and a 3, 7. -4, -3. Sung Kang. Very good round. Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth. Thursday afternoon group here. 5 and 13 to 18. Even par, he'll shoot 1 over. Louis Oosthuizen. Sweetest swing out there, Louis Oosthuizen. Let's see what he'll do. 14 and 5 is 19. That'll be even. Turns into +1. All right, let's see. A couple of big names have not went yet either. Hideki Matsuyama. Matsuyama. Okay. 20 and 11, 31. That's -5. How about -4 afternoon? Matsuyama, 1 out of the lead. 5 unders leading with Brent Snedeker, Patrick Cantlay, and John Rahm. All 3 of those shot 5 under in the morning. Tiger Woods coming up now. Let's see what Woods can do. 4 and 15, 19. Even, he shoots 1 over par. First round. Lucas Glover. Lucas Glover. 6 and 9, 15. Even par, he gets +1. CT Pan. CT Pan. 10, 17, 27. +4. Ooh, +5. CT Pan. Not very good. Rafa Cabrera Bello. Yeah, this is a 2019 set, right? It's the newest set they came out with. Sure is. And these guys are eligible to play in all these guys are going to be in the Masters for real. No joke. So pretty cool, huh? Cabrera Bello. Let's see. 18 and 5, 23. +2 will make it +3. Corey Connors. Corey Connors. All of these are eligible to play in the Masters. 18 and 14, 32. -5 becomes -4. 1 shot out of the lead. Corey Connors. Very nicely done. Sergio Garcia. Sergio. Let's see what he can do. Sergio Garcia. 8 and a 17, 25. +3 will make it +4. He's going to have some work to do. Matthew Fitzpatrick, one of the great young golfers out there. And I think he's Irish. Ken Castro, one of the great writers out there. How about that? Well, and one of the great young talents right here, Matthew Fitzpatrick. Let's see what he's going to do first round. 18 and 4 is 22, plus 1 in the afternoon, so it's plus 2. We're almost done with the Thursday round. We may go to the fourth round. I mean, to the second round as well. Francesco Molinari. Francesco Molinari. Let's see what he's going to do. 5 and 17, 22 plus 1 plus 2, being that it's afternoon. The greens are really, really getting crunched up out there. JT Poston, he made the cut. Let's see what he's going to do. 10 and 1's 11. Minus 2, we'll just give him minus 1. Kevin Na. Let's see what happens. 3 and 3. Oh, 6 minus 4. Minus 3, Kevin Na. Very good. Very well done. Justin Thomas. Been playing well. 12 and 6 is 18. Even par, he'll go 1 over par. JT will. Tommy Fleetwood, Alan Shaw's pick. Tommy Fleetwood. Don't forget this is the afternoon group. Let's see what happens. 1 and 1, 2 minus 6. He gets a minus 5. Alan Shaw, as he's rolled with Fleetwood, he is tied for the lead. Tommy Fleetwood. Jason Kokrak. He's the only one to shoot 5 under in this afternoon group. Tommy Fleetwood. Kokrak, 25 plus 3 will go to plus 4 with Kokrak. Only one more afternoon golfer, and his name is Henrik Stenson. All right, Henrik Stenson. 13 and 9's 19. Oh, I'm sorry, 13 and 9 is all day long, 22. Plus 1, he'll go plus 2. So that does it for the Thursday groupings, okay? Now, these are the afternoon guys. They're going to be the morning for Friday. So let's work our way back up and let's figure out the scores going into the weekend, okay? Henrik Stenson already, he's already plus 2. He needs a good round right here. Friday morning, 27. Ooh, a plus 4. He is now plus 6. Henrik makes the cut, but he's going to have a lot of work to do. Jason Kokrak. 8 and 5 is 13 minus 1. And now he is plus 3. This course is tearing everybody apart. Tommy Fleetwood. Friday morning now. 15 and 16, 31. Another 5 under for Fleetwood, minus 10 going to the weekend. And he could well have the lead. Fleetwood, 10 under. Justin Thomas, a 6 and a 15, 21. Plus 1, he is at plus 2, 12 shots out of the lead of Fleetwood. Kevin Na, 18 and 11, 29. Ooh, plus 5. Kevin Na, plus 8 going into the weekend. JT Poston, 20 and 6, 26, plus 3. Poston was already minus 1. Now he'll be plus 2. Most people are over par here. And we have got Tommy Fleetwood playing out of his mind. Francesco Molinari, 4 and 18, 22. Plus 1, now he is plus 3. Matthew Fitzpatrick. Can any of these guys catch him? Let's see. Catch Tommy Fleetwood. 4 and 1, 5. 5 under. And so now Fitzpatrick, 3 under for the tournament. Very nice round. Sergio Garcia, plus 4. 20 and 12, 32. That's a minus 5. He'll be minus 1 going into the weekend. Still 9 back, though. Wow. Corey Connors. 4 and a 13, 17, even par. He stays at 4 under. Corey Connors playing well. See, Rafa Cabrera Bello, 3 over. He needs a good round. 7 and 18, 25 plus 3. Cabrera Bello plus 6. CT Pan. What's up, D. Scott? 19 and 18, 37, 3 under par. So he'll be plus 2 going into the weekend. He needed that. Lucas Glover. Lucas Glover, 15 and 1 is 16, even par. He stays at plus 1. Tiger Woods, 11 shots out of the lead here on Friday morning. 15 and 12, 27. Ooh, plus 4. He goes to plus 5. 15 shots out of the lead. Tommy Fleetwood, what he's doing now is extraordinary. Hideki Matsuyama, what can he do? 8 and 4 is a 12. Minus 1. He is now 5 under par. Louis Oosthuizen, it's at 1 over. Oosthuizen, 27 plus 4. Oosthuizen now is plus 5 for the tournament. Jordan Spieth. Jordan Spieth. 16, even par. He's plus 1. This is for Friday. Then we still got 2 days. The Saturday and Sunday rounds, we're going to play every shot then, or every hole. Kang, Sung Kang, 3 under. 4 and 3, 7 minus 4. He is 7 under. Sung Kang, 3 shots out of the lead. Dustin Johnson, minus 1. Dustin Johnson with a 12. Minus 1 again. He is 8 out of the lead at 2 under. Ian Poulter. Ian Poulter's next at 3 under. 19 and 10, 29. Ooh, plus 5. Now he's at plus 2. Going the wrong way. Ricky Fowler at plus 1. 10 and 15, 25 plus 3. He's going to be at plus 4. Abraham Answer. Abraham Answer plus 4. 22 plus 5 now. So it's a lot of guys over par that's going to have to really come back and try to catch these guys. Nate Lashley, 1 under par. 4 and 11, 15, even par for today, stays 1 under. Cameron Champ at 1 over. 4 and 15 is 19, even par, stays 1 over. Gary Woodland at 2 over. 15 and 1, 16, and stays at 2 over. And now let's go to the Friday afternoon groups. Nobody within 3 shots of Tommy Fleetwood, who Alan Shaw picked to win this tournament. How about that? Matt Wallace. We have to add 1 shot because the greens are firming up and crunching up, getting a little bit harder. So the afternoon group, we have to add 1 shot to them here Friday afternoon. 20 and 14, 34 plus 5. Now he's going to be plus 11. Matt Wallace, we probably won't be watching him much. Terrell Hatton, even par. 1 and 20, 21, even plus 1. Now he'll be plus 2 for the tournament. Matthew Wolf. Matthew Wolf, 14, 14, 28. Ooh, a plus 4 turns to a plus 5. He was even, so he stays at plus 5. Justin Rose, minus 1. 28 plus 4 turns plus 5. He is at plus 4 for this tournament. These guys are going the wrong way trying to catch his leader. Adam Scott at 5 over already. 29. 5 more plus 6. 11 over par. Adam Scott not playing well. Danny Willett, even par. 35. That's a plus 5. Be a plus 6 for him now. Kevin Kishner. Too many of these guys playing over par. Let's see. 17. Be a plus 1. And it's 5 over. DeChambeau now. 31. 5 under. When he only gets 4 under, he is +1 for the tourney. Not bad. John Rahm, 5 under par. 24 +2. It'll be a +3. Now he's only -2. Rory McIlroy, 4 under par. 36. Ooh, +5 turns +6. He's 2 over par for the tournament. Erik van Rooyen, 2 over par. 24. And that'll be a +5 for the tournament. Ryan Palmer. They're all going the wrong way, guys. 9, 15, 24. +2 turns to +3 for the tournament. Patrick Cantlay, one of the leaders in the first round, 5 under. He needs a good round here. 2 and 16 will be 18. It'll be +1, so he just turns to -4. Matt Kuchar wants to stay in range. 2 and 17, 19. +1, he'll go to -3. Brooks Koepka. Brooks Koepka, 26. +3 turns +4. He is 5 over. Zach Johnson, 5. -5 turns to -4. He'll be -1 for the tournament. Zach Johnson, one of the few under par. Sungjae Im is at 5 over. 18. He'll go to 6 over. Shane Lowry, he's under par, 2 under. 29. It's +6 though. Wow. He goes to +4. Xander Schauffele, even par, 9. If it's 14 even, goes 1 over for the tournament. Adam Hadwin. 13, that's -1. A stays at +3. Jason Day, 5 over. That'll be 22. +1 will be +2. 7 over for Jason. Patrick Reed, 3 over. 5 and 5's 10, -2. He gets a -1 for it. He'll be at +2. Brandt Snedeker, 5 under, starting today. 32. Ooh, that's 5 under. He'll be 4 under, 1 shot off the lead. 9 under Brandt Snedeker, 1 off the lead of Tommy Fleetwood. Webb Simpson, 1 under, 36. Ooh, +6. And that goes to +5 for him. And Mark Leishman now. Mark Leishman, last golfer, 6. -4 gets -3. And he will stay at -3 going into the weekend. We'll double check his scores. I'll make sure that I've got enough of a leaderboard. If I don't have enough of a leaderboard, I'll tweak his scores just a little bit, but I won't do too much with them. But our leader's at 10 under. Tommy Fleetwood. That would, that's a hell of a score. 10 under. And we'll see what happens there. We'll see. And well, let's talk about the game today. How about that? Football. We got a football game coming up today. Football game extraordinaire. 6:35 this evening on the East Coast. 3:35 on the West Coast. And if you're overseas in the UK, it's 11:30. That's when it's going to start tonight. And how does everybody feel about the football game tonight? Who thinks who's going to win and why? I stated all week long, I thought this was going to be the highest scoring Super Bowl ever. 87 points, 45-42. We'll see what happens. I think it will be. The weather's going to be perfect. What's up, D. Scott? Weather's going to be perfect. Nothing, you can't beat that. Alan said he's going to watch the first 30 minutes. Understandable. It's going to be midnight at his house when it comes on. 40. Did I have The own goal. Oh my! I tried to watch it earlier, but I couldn't listen to it. So I didn't know who was winning or whatever. The own goal. Not good, D. Scott. Right? 1-4-1. Okay, nothing wrong. Um, um, yeah, I think overall the defense 49ers just have so much more defense. Kansas City's going to turn the ball over some. I don't know how much. 2-3 turnovers minimum, I think. 49ers are going to turn the ball over too, though. They're going to be playing on a different kind of grass than they're used to. Uh, they're playing on different grass than they're used to out west, though. Could be a little slick, a little slippery. We'll see. 60s somewhere along in there at game time, which is 6:30. So the temperature will be going down a little bit during the evening. Advantage probably San Francisco there, not Kansas City. San Francisco's used to it being cooler anyway. You know, Kansas City's wanted to be cold. It's not going to be that way. Heavy air, probably going to be a little bit of heavy air advantage San Francisco. Like I say, defense all along. I've said Kansas City, they don't have near the defense 49ers do. I think they get exposed today. West Coast grass has always been the best. They play on some pretty good turf down in Miami, though. It's not bad. The main thing is the West Coast offense is going to be there. You know, I think the wide receivers today are going to have to play a big part in this game. I think San Francisco is going to try to shut down Travis Kelce, and I think Kansas City is going to try to shut down the 49ers tight end as well. So I think both tight ends may catch a few balls, but I think it's going to come down to the wide receivers. No doubt Kansas City's wide receivers are better than the 49ers, but the 49ers all-around offense, running backs, tight end, and wide receivers, I think are a little better, just a little bit. Offensive line, no doubt about it. I like 49ers offensive line the best. Can Kansas City sack Garoppolo? Can they be in his face, especially with a four-man rush? They've been blitzing a lot in the playoffs. They blitzed, 8 times, I think, in the Tennessee game, and I think maybe 11 times in the Baltimore game. They cannot afford to do that today. They blitzed that many times today, they're going to get burned. The 49ers blitzed one time in the NFC Championship, and that was it. That was it. They go with a four-man rush, and they get a lot of pressure. Nick Bosa, he could have a big game today. He really could. But if they double him, expect those other 3 guys to really go in there. They're good. They're better than average, and they're as advertised. All 4 of those guys, they're what makes the defense of 49ers so great. It's not those defensive backs or the linebackers. It's the front 4. And if that's the case, then watch out. It could be pretty significant. You know how the 49ers operate today. I haven't seen the over and under for the sacks and all that type of stuff. I definitely think the 49ers get at least 5 sacks today. I think they will. I think in order to win, they have to, and I think they will do it. Kansas City, they'll probably get 2. Garoppolo is still able to move a little bit, but he's not. He doesn't run around like 15 does. So no interest at all with Ken. I got interest because I got a little. I got a couple little things going on, a couple little tickets there. We'll see what happens. The 49ers, like I say, I think they got to get at least 5 sacks today. We'll see if that happens. Kansas City, I think maybe they may get 2 sacks today. Now, can they stop Mahomes from running the football? The 49ers cannot allow him to run over 70 yards today. He's going to run. He's going to get away from them, and he's going to escape 2 or 3 times. 70 yards, I say, is the limit, though. If they let him run for more than 70, they're going to be in trouble. I think they're going to be in some serious trouble. But I don't think Mahomes will run for 70 yards. I think he's going to get less than that. I also think, though, that defense of the 49ers may end up hitting. They're going to deliver some shots. They delivered some shots against the Vikings, and when you put the pops down on some people, and then they, not the Vikings, Green Bay, and when you hit them, you could tell Aaron Rodgers did not like it at all, and he played differently after that. And everybody says, well, the 49ers kind of let off the gas pedal a little bit. They won by 17. You go back and look at my picks weeks ago. I said in both games, 34-21, 34-21. And one of them was 37-20, and the other one was 35-21 or something like that. Very close. Today, I think they're going to be running up and down. I think this will be a track meet. I really do. Not just one team, though. We've had teams that scored 50 points in the Super Bowl before, but held the other team to 10, something like that. What was that? The Bears 52-10 over the Patriots. I think that's what it was. The highest score ever. I don't think either team quite gets 50 today, but I say 45-42. The 49ers win. And that sounds like a real close game, but let me clarify it. I think going into the final quarter, they may already have their 45 points. I think the Chiefs could be down 20 right there, 45-24, something like that. And they're going to be running back, running on the wheel, just trying to catch up. And I think they're going to give out of time. 45-42, it's going to look close, but I don't think it's going to be really that close. I think the 49ers are going to, early in the game, I think they take control of this game. And it may look really bad at first. 14-0, 17-0, 20-0, something like that. I think the 49ers are going to really jump on them and throttle them early. Halftime may look like gloom and doom for the Chiefs. The second half of the third quarter, the last 20 minutes of the game, let's say, I'm going to say the Chiefs outscore them big time. The Chiefs, when the 49ers play that prevent defense, all that does is prevent you from winning. I just hope that they don't give up enough yardage and enough points where it makes a difference. I think it ends up being close, but overall, I think the whole game, more or less, the 49ers will be controlling the first 40 minutes of the game. The Chiefs will be using the last 20 minutes, the clock, everything possible to try to come back. I say Patrick Mahomes throws for over 200 yards just in the fourth quarter alone. I think he's going to have to just to get them back in the ball game. We'll see what happens. I don't think the running backs for the Chiefs are really going to do a lot. They may catch a couple of balls, but I don't see them coming out of the backfield doing a lot at all. 49ers, like I say, 5 sacks. I think they're going to get 3 turnovers on Kansas City today. Maybe even a pick 6. Don't be surprised if you see a pick 6. Now, having said that, I also think that Richard Sherman's going to get toasted 2 times, not 1 time in this game, but twice I think they're going to run by him. Um, he was exposed that last game. You know, they were talking about, I can catch up with anybody. No, you can't. Not anymore. You can't. And he's. I mean, what's going on, Keith? Um, they have world class sprinters on Kansas City's team, and they're going to run, and they're going to run. And when I say that, they're going to be running down the field, throwing the football. Okay. Um, Kansas City, I think, may as well not even try to throw the foot. I mean, try to run the football in the first half. I think they'll try to, and they may end up getting stalled 2 or 3 times and going to allow the 49ers to come down and get field goals and touchdowns. I think after the first quarter, people are going to be like, oh my God, this is an ass whipping. I really think so. I really believe so. I think the 49ers are going to come out the first 15 minutes and be the best team, by far the best team. I'm going to say probably 17-0 after first quarter. Second quarter, it may be a little bit of a comeback. Maybe halftime 27-10 or something like that. Something like that anyway. Maybe 27-14. We'll see. But I think the second half, at least the last 20 minutes, the Chiefs are going to get in their zone. And it's a matter of, are they going to pass the 49ers when they get going? Because I think once they get going, they're going to be tough to stop. 49ers, first 40 minutes, I think they're going to run the football down their throat, and then run the football down their throat again. I just don't see the Chiefs stopping them. It's just a matter if they commit a fumble, if they do something stupid. They did a couple of stupid plays in the NFC Championship and got away with it against a much depleted Packer team. This is not a Packer team right here. This team is better than the Packers. The Chiefs are a better team. Chiefs are favored for a reason. But I think when it comes down to it, punch in the face type defense and punch in the face type offense wins most of the time. You go back and look in the 80s. Look at the Redskins when they played the Dolphins. They were not the better team right there. Probably they were not favored. And the Redskins punched them in the face, and punched them in the face again. When the Giants, that season that they played the Broncos, that was what, a 2-point favorite. I think they were 2-point favorites is all. And they punched it down their throat, and then let Phil Simms throw the ball when he wanted to. And they easily beat the Broncos. I think this is going to be another game just like that. Punch it down your throat, and then keep doing it. If, 49ers probably get 200 yards rushing in this game. It's all going to come down to turnovers. And if they can get Mahomes, keep him in the pocket, they cannot allow this guy to run around. I've heard people all week long say, "Well, Mahomes is almost like Russell Wilson." I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never been a big Russell Wilson fan at all. I think Russell Wilson and Dak Prescott are a whole lot alike. I think this kid's better than both of them already. I think, Russell Wilson has never carried a team on his back and said, okay, come with me. This kid's capable of doing it. And neither can Dak Prescott. He can't do it either. But this kid is capable of doing it. He's got a lot of weapons around him. But hell, look at all the weapons that Prescott and Russell Wilson have had around him over the years. And those two, Wilson's got a championship, yes, but you ask any Seattle Seahawks fan, they should have had 2, and they just didn't. And you blame the coach all you want to, but if you throw the ball at the 1 yard line, you're the quarterback. It's up to you whether you want to call it audible or whatever you want to do. That made me think right there that Russell Wilson can't see the field well, especially when you only got 11 yards to see. So I lost a lot of trust in Russell Wilson in that game right there alone. This kid right here has taken, it's only his second year. And then Garoppolo, this is really his first year full time. So, which one's going to crack under the pressure? And I'm not sure either one of them will. But how many catches for Kittle today? I don't think neither one of these tight ends is going to do a lot. 5, maybe 4. I think they're going to shut these tight ends down, and I think you got to. But in the case of Kansas City, Kelce has better receivers. He's got the world-class sprinters on the outside. Kelce probably catches maybe 6. Kittle 4. That's what I say. And the only reason I say that, I don't think they're going to throw the ball that much. Not 8 times, obviously more than 8 times, but I don't think he'll throw it 20 today. If he does, they're going to be behind most of the game. I don't see that happening. I see them running the football right through the middle of the KC defense, and I don't think Kansas City can stop them. If they put 8 and 9 in the box, then you're forced to have to throw to Kittle and the receivers, screen passes, whatever, if they start blitzing. But if they are able to run the football and keep running the football, and the Chiefs don't do anything to stop them by adding men in the box, I don't see them stopping running. I think they get over 200 yards rushing today. I really do. I think the 49ers are capable of doing that. And, when I hear it, well, the Chiefs stopped the Titans. Okay. The Titans did not have the receivers and they had the running back, but they didn't have the receivers or the quarterback that the 49ers have. I like Garoppolo a lot better than the kid for the Titans. It's not Fitzpatrick. What the hell's in there? I don't even know his damn name. I'm telling you, Garoppolo's a better quarterback. If 49ers win the MVP, could be any defensive player out there. Could be any defensive player out there. Could be the running back. Could be one of the running backs. But I think this is a year that it could be a defensive MVP again. I really do. I think the Chiefs will at least get 3 turnovers. Tannehill, Ryan Tannehill. I heard a lot about Ryan Tannehill's going to be their quarterback for next year. Come on, really? He didn't show me crap in the playoffs. If Ryan Tannehill had thrown for 150 yards against Kansas City, he may would have had a chance to win. 60-some yards. Now, in Garoppolo's case, I hear a lot of people say, well, he only threw 8 times. They didn't have to throw the football. They put 37 on the board and they win. If he has to throw the football, he throws a good football. He can throw the football. And it's going to be perfect weather to throw the football. I don't know about the wind. I haven't heard about the wind conditions down there. But, on a wind, if it becomes a windy evening, windy night or whatever, advantage 49ers. Which team can run the football better? Definitely the 49ers can run the football. If it rains, get a little drizzle, advantage 49ers. They can run a football. I'm telling you, I like your 49ers in this game big until the fourth quarter. Monster for MVP. It could be. The fourth quarter, I'm gonna say the 49ers have a 20-plus point lead in the fourth quarter. Then the Chiefs are going to turn on the Jets. And it's just a matter of time if they have enough time to catch them or not. And I think the 49. The kid for the Chiefs. What's his name? Quarterback throws for 200 yards in the fourth quarter alone. I think he will. He is going to he's going to light up some, the stat chart. They're going to be behind, and I admit the 49ers are going to be playing, zones or whatever you want to say. I think the 49ers are going to have a big lead, but if they start playing that loose defense and letting him throw the ball all over the field, he'll do it. And I think they're going to come close to making a comeback, and I think they're going to come up just that little bit short. And you can call it a close game if you want to, but if the 49ers have a 20-point lead going into the fourth quarter and give up 17 in the fourth and still win, is that a close game? I don't necessarily know if it is or not. 45-42 is my pick. Play the over. Do not. I don't like a game. I don't like a pick good enough to take and put a lot of money on the 49ers. They can lose this football game, no doubt about it. Either team can lose today, but I like it good enough to play the over. I would not hesitate to play the over. 54 points. They're going to see 54 going away by middle of the third quarter, probably halftime. It's going to be a track meet, I think. It's not going to be last year's game. Last year's game, 13-3. Now, we've got too many skill position great players out there on the offensive side for both teams that they're not going. Somebody's going to score. There's going to be some scoring. The kickers are not bad, so if they have to kick field goals, that'll be fine too. That we'll see what they do there. But I think this could be a year that a defensive player gets MVP, especially if he gets like 2 pick sixes or two or three interceptions, something like that. I just think there's or somebody like Bosa. Let's say he gets 4 sacks and 2 forced fumbles or something. That may be enough to get the MVP. I think one of those defensive players gets the MVP for the 49ers today. I really like that. I'm pretty strong with that pick. Rumors out of Indianapolis have Philip Rivers heading that way one day this week to talk to the staff. I'd heard by 3 sources, 1 on Friday, 2 yesterday, Philip Rivers was going to be the next Indianapolis Colts quarterback. We'll see. We'll see about that. He cannot officially sign a contract with them till March 17th. I am still kind of wibbly wobbly on that deal. Could happen. I really liked the chances of Eli Manning going there. And then once he decided to retire, his old offensive coordinator is in Indianapolis. His old quarterback coach is in Indianapolis. So, it's not far-fetched to say Philip Rivers goes there, but we'll see. I think we find out some stuff in the next couple of weeks. I really do. Boston Red Sox, I have not heard anything on the managerial front yet. I think they're still talking to some folks. They may have already hired somebody and not even said anything. I don't know about that. But it'll be interesting who they end up getting. I think he wanted to wait and try to make a splash with whoever they get. I've heard Big Poppy Ortiz mentioned. That's not going to happen. There's a lot that, Hensley Mullins, that could happen, I guess. I don't think they want Buck Showalter. I don't want him either. He loses well. I don't like Buck Showalter at all. As I'm doing this, I'm also watching the golf tournament. A big long putt for birdie, and nope, come up about 2 feet short. Webb Simpson, been playing pretty well this year. Phil Mickelson, 3rd in Dubai earlier today. He played out of his mind, and especially 3rd round. 4th round, he gave up a little bit, but 3rd round, he played out of his mind well. Let's see. So Keith picks Mostert for MVP. I'm going to take Logan Forsythe as a Philly minor leaguer. Logan Forsythe. Is he? I may have it looking there on him. I don't know. Hensley Mullins, the Red Sox. He came up through the Yankees organization. He was supposed to be the next Mickey Mantle, and I know he's about my age, and he never amounted to a lot. Yeah, Logan Forsythe, Philly minor leaguer. Is he due to be traded or something? The Phillies in some serious talks with the Cubs right now over their third baseman. Chris Bryant is not happy in Chicago, and they want to get rid of him too. They make no bones about it. They want to get rid of Chris Bryant. I just don't know. Alec Bohm, I think Bohm or something like that, minor leaguer for the Phillies, is the one they may get rid of if they're going to get Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant, I think, is like 28, 29 years old. That would be a formidable lineup for the Phillies for sure if they end up getting Chris Bryant. Chris Bryant, he can add anything to a team. Another right-handed stick, they could use it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. What did Logan Forsythe do? What he and I mean, yeah, they're still playing at Scottsdale. They got another 45 minutes, about an hour now till the kickoff. 6:37. And right now it's 5:37. Utility outfielder. Did he get traded, or did they just sign him, or what happened with Logan Forsythe? Played for the Padres and Rays, I think. Okay. And they signed him to a minor league contract. Okay. Logan Forsythe, utility outfielder. Okay. I know McCutcheon's supposed to be coming back. He should be the left fielder. The kid, okay, just signed him. The kid they got in center field, Adam Hazley. We'll see how that works out. He's a left-handed bat. He's a good arm and plays good defense. Right fielder, we already know, Bryce Harper. Third base is a big position right there. It's the biggest position, and right now the one that sticks out the most, even more than center field, will be third base. If you get Chris Bryant in there, and you know able to fill that position, then you got Didi Gregorius. Then you got the kid that came from the Brewers, playing second. That was playing shortstop last year. He'll play second this year, and then Rhys Hoskins will play first base, and you're taken care of behind the plate with Real Muto. And their starting pitching is sketchy at best. Sketchy at best. They really didn't do a lot as far as their pitching staff in the off season. I guess it all depends on how well they do on the comeback trail for some of the relief pitchers, because they really need somebody to come out there and fill in some of the holes. And I just don't know whether David Robertson needs to come in and play this year. He didn't play at all last year. And he was out right there at the beginning of the season and done. And they just can't afford that this year. They cannot afford to have any bullpen guys that are worth their salt to go. And they really, like I say, they didn't really sign anything anyway. And then they signed a kid from the Mets, starting pitcher. They put him down as number 2. So I, they, I think he need a top of the line starter. I think he need a number 2. The kid for the Mets is not a number 2. Come on, he really isn't. He's a 3 or 4 at best. He's not that good. And they signed him 20-some mil a year, and I'm like, whoa. But Nola's very good. Wheeler, yeah, I like Arrieta better than Wheeler though. I do. Wheeler would be a 3 for me, but we went and saw Arrieta get his ears knocked off last year. They really did. When we went up there, he got the hell beat out of him. He really did. I mean, he got walloped. So I think they got to get a number 1 or 2. They got to 1, 1A, 2, something like that, to have a chance in this division. If they get Bryant, I think they move ahead of the Nats. I think they're better than the Nats if they do that. But they still got to catch the Braves. I think the Braves are the best team in the East right now. They got all the good pitching, and they got the relief pitching too. They've got. I think they got the best pitching staff in the East. And you can have Strasburg, and you can have Scherzer. But after that, what are you going to do? You know? So, personally, I think the Braves have better pitching than Washington. That's me. I would rather have a Braves pitching staff any day of the week. They have real good. They got great, better than average starters. Then their bullpen is really good. I mean, they just got them lined up. Don't forget, the 3-batter rule this year comes into effect. So if you're a left-hander and you're going against a a lefty, then you may have to face 2 right-handers. Yeah, Patrick Corbin, he's the one that pitched when we went up there. Corbin, yeah, he is a good pitcher. He is. Yeah, but they just don't have the bullpen that the Braves have. And look at the offense now. They lose a lot of their offense with that third baseman gone. Yeah, you can't just replace somebody just like that and be like, okay, or with somebody in the minors or something. You just can't do that. Rendon was a hell of a player. And, they didn't sign nobody they didn't already have. That's pretty much was it. And they would count, I think they pretty much told people, look, we're world champs. You just have to deal with it this year. We'll see what happens. Mookie Betts probably heading to the Dodgers. Will the Dodgers give up those 2 pitching prospects? I do not know. It can make a difference to the organization, but really, if the Red Sox were able to get those 2 pitchers, young pitchers, that could help him later in the season. If they do, if they're up there fighting for first in the AL East, they may be able to deal something with some of these pitchers they got. So we'll see about it. 5:45 here on the East Coast. I'm going to let you guys go. 49ers, 45. Chiefs, 42. Wonder if that new pitcher rule will change how many pitchers are on the 25-man roster, or is it 26 this year? I don't know. Either Allen is in 100-degree heat or it's raining in England. I tend to figure it's raining. I don't think you have to carry as many pitchers this year, Keith. I don't think you will. If you got to face 3 batters every time, now it's different if you come in with 2 outs. Then you only have to face 1 batter. So, well, it ain't 100. Alan says it's not 100 degrees, so it's raining out there. And so, Keith, there's ways around that deal still, but I don't think you're going to need as many pitchers. Nowadays you can't get 4 pitchers in. You're not going to be able to do it in the inning anymore. It's just not going to happen. So you're going to have to let you guys work out of jams, and that's going to be interesting. It really is. And that to me, in the American League especially, you can go through a lot more pitchers. I mean, you're not going to go through as many pitchers, but the National League, you're not either. You're just going to be pinch hitting every chance you get in the National League now. Your starter's probably going to even play less. Think about that. If that's possible, starters may get 5 innings instead of 7 even if they're pitching well, because they're going to have to get as many good bats. You got to get as many good bats in there as you can. And no, that's not going to happen though. Next year, the National League's going to have a DH. National League's going to have a DH next year. That's going to go through the Players Association, and you can damn well bet that's going to get passed. And then if they get to Players Union, well, Players Union is going to vote for the DH. Of course they will. Then the teams have to vote on it. What do you think they want? They don't want any of their star pitchers getting hurt. DH is going to be in both leagues next year. You wait and see. And they're going to give them all of it. Yep, it's going to happen. 1 year notice is not enough, though, because these guys out here paying for all this money for pitching need to realize, guess what? You're going to have you another bench player, too. You're going to have you and that's going to lengthen the careers of some of these guys that play corner, outfield, first base, can't run at all. Somebody can hit 30 home runs and can't run worth a damn, can sit on the, front step and swing a bat when he wants to. That's just the way it's going to be. But I think it's going to happen. I really do. Yeah. But with this new 3-batter rule, the 3-batter rule is going to make everything. It's going to change everything. And that's in the American League and the National League. If that happens, that could really change a lot. It really could. But all right, guys, I am going to go. I'm going to take off. Be sure to catch Alan Shaw's channel. Let's make sure he doesn't have his headphones plugged in. Why can't you have a DH for the first baseman if he can't bat, but is a great first baseman? Yeah, but the thing of it is, Alan, by the time they get out of high school, if you're a pitcher, the ball's in your hand every day, and you don't have a bat in your hand very much at all. Minor leagues, some of them don't even hit. So, to me, either incorporate the minor leagues with pitchers hitting, or either get rid of it. One of the two. Put the DH in if you're going to do it, or either have the pitchers hitting. It's a silent movie game now. All right. Root for Rob, and I want to win a little money tonight. So let me show you my numbers, guys. It's $100 for first quarter, $200 for halftime, $200 for third quarter, $450 for the final. There's one of my numbers right there. If KC has a 7 and San Francisco has a 4, at the end of a quarter, win a little bit. And there's my other one, 6 and 6. San Francisco, KC, 6-6. So let's see how things go. Root for me. Root for Rob. And 150 subscribers. And we're getting there anyway. So at the 200 mark, we're going to have a giveaway as well. So can't wait for that. I'm going to go over here and watch the end of the golf tournament. Go call my wife up here. I think I'm going to fix us a pizza. I do not have a Wild Mike's pizza. I've been called out on it by about 10 people. I will get a Wild Mike's pizza this week, and I will eat it right here in front of you guys. Wild Mike's Pizza, Food Line, very own, my favorite frozen pizza ever made. I will have one. I promise you I'll do it one day this week. Man, those damn things are good. I can't sit and eat it all because this damn big around. And, I'm 52 years old. I just can't eat it like I used to could. But I'll sit there and eat a couple or 3 slices while I'm talking to you guys. And I'm going to tell you, man, the best frozen pizza money can buy right now, Wild Mike's Pizza. You can go back and watch one of my earlier videos. It shows you exactly what Wild Mike's looks like. It's huge. It's real big. Barely fits in my freezer right there. But, yep, I promised you guys earlier in the week that I would come back out here, and I will. I promise you that I will have Wild Mike's right here and be eating it here one day this week. Motor City Pizza was eaten. That's my wife's favorite. I give it like a 7.6 or 7.5 or something, 7.8. But Wild Mike's, I give it a 8.8, 8.9 or something. It's really maybe even 9. It's that good. It is really good. So, yeah, catch my channel this week. We're going to have the Masters going on. We'll see what's happening with that, as well as my pizza. I'll have the pizza out this week, and I hope you guys watch. Let's hope some of these scores comes up and hits. If they do, cha-ching. All right. Till I'll see you again. My name's Rob. Go Phillies. Go Phillies wherever you're at. I guess they'll be watching the football game like I am. Have a great one. Have a great rest of your weekend. Until I see you again. My name's Rob. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. And come back and join me again next time. Okay? Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.